Hello and welcome. Um, I am going live today with my friend Shemi, and I think that we're going live. It's very hard to tell when you're doing a live on Instagram what's going on. So I'm waiting. Hi! I'm waiting for Shemi to join me, and we are going to talk about our challenge that, oh, she's here. Hang on. So getting Shemi in, hopefully. This is my first Instagram live with a friend, so we'll have to see how that works.
Hi,
Shemi.
hello.
It works.
Hi, everyone. It's so nice to be here with you.
This is my first dual Instagram live, so
Me
I was like,
too.
I hope I get this right.
Absolutely. So we're learning together. It's great.
Yeah, techniques. Techniques. Technology is a little
Absolutely.
crazy.
It is.
Yeah. So, Shemi and I are here today to share with you a challenge we're very excited about that we're offering to all y'all for free for January. It's called Start with a Mark. And it came about because I was posting a lot of daily-ish tips on having a creative practice, and this was one of them. And I reached out to Shemi to see if she would join me, and because it's more fun to do it in collaboration than it is to do it by yourself.
I agree. It helps.
Yeah. So and she graciously said yes. So I'm going to explain a little bit about it, and then I'm going to have Shemi share her thoughts on it as well.
Yes.
And so we're calling it Start with a Mark because we both, as art journalers and teachers, really find that a lot of our students and people we know have a hard time starting, and they just think sometimes you just think too broad and you want to do a whole art journal spread, and I need all the tools, and we both share, and she can share her philosophy on it too, but that just starting with a mark is really all you need. And so I think Shemi would agree with that.
Oh, I totally agree with that. And I see that too, that resistance. And I taught in-person art classes, and that's the hardest part, is for people to start, because you are kind of like paralyzed by, oh my gosh, how is this going to turn out? So it's super important to just keep it that simple. Just start by making a mark, and then it kind of takes all the fear away. So I'm definitely passionate about this, and I enjoyed following all your posts. So I was so excited to be a part of this.
Thank you. So we came up, and we'll have the graphic. We have some stuff to share with you, but the graphic we'll both have it on our feeds so that you can go along with it. And it's for 21 days. We didn't even do the whole month of January because we didn't want to overwhelm everyone. And handily, the first day was on a Saturday, or a Sunday. I guess no. The first day is on a Sunday, and the 21st day is on a Saturday. So it was like exactly 3 weeks. Like it was fantastic. I know. And we came up together with things we thought would help you, like prompts that would help you just start with a mark. And one of the things that popped into my head as I was thinking about today was we're calling it Start with a Mark, which to many people means pick up a pencil or pick up a marker or whatever. But I want to encourage you to think outside the box for that too, because it doesn't have to be, a mark could be gluing something down that you are, So like for me, that's what I want to encourage people, that it could be literally a sticker. I mean, if you have a sticker of something that matches, then that's a mark.
Absolutely.
It's putting something. It's just to start with the mark is, fun alliteration. So but it's literally putting something on a page. That's all we want you to do.
Absolutely.
So
we're not rigid. You do whatever you need to do to get it done. Absolutely.
Yeah. God, no. Don't be rigid. If you've watched Shemi and I do our art journals, you know that we're very much about like play.
Absolutely.
Have fun.
Make lots of mistakes and go with it and enjoy the process. Absolutely.
Keep it easy, people. Keep it easy.
That's right.
So yeah. So Shemi, anything to add to that right now that you want to share?
So it's just that the prompts are super, super simple. And I think that you can do them in, you know, a couple of minutes a day. And that's really what we wanted this to be. I mean, I love that. You know, some prompts you have to like commit to an entire page, but this literally, it can be a little box, you know, that you do in your car, maybe on your way to work or anywhere. So I just love that part of this. It's going to be really accessible, right? Which is so important. Yes.
I agree with that. And Shemi said, you know, you could just do it in a box. Well, the two of us also thought that you might like, you know, because we're art journalists, made you some printables because, you know, I've never met an art journaler that didn't like a printable. So I printed them out, so I'll show you. And again, the printables, I made one so that you didn't even have to make boxes.
Yes.
You could just print this out and use it. Glue it in a book or just have it handy, and it has the 21 sections in it. And so you literally, that could be your challenge, is that you just fill in your, someone said we're frozen, but I don't think we're frozen. We're still seeing each other. So.
I think.
Okay.
It looks good to me. Yes.
Okay. So you could just like literally take the prompt and put a little mark in each of these sections and you're good to go.
Yes.
And Shemi made it easy for those that like, you know, she took like pieces of artwork and photocopied. I think it feels like a scan. And so you could just rip these little pieces out and glue them into the sections, and those could be your marks.
Absolutely.
So yeah, a glue stick is good. So Shemi has this for you. I have this for you. And then I also did this one in mine without the squares so that you also have these marks as well.
Great.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I love that because I love that we took such completely different takes on it.
It's true.
Which is the point.
Which is fun. It's good to have a collaboration. That happens, doesn't it?
Awesome.
Everyone thinks differently. It's great.
I know. So, Shemi, you want to share how they can get the printables?
So they are linked in our profile. So you'll just have to click on both links. Both of them are in our profile. So Linktree, I think I use Linktree too. Yeah. So just click on those and it's really, really easy and it's instant. So you can print off everything and get started with us too. We're so excited and we hope you join it. Join the challenge.
Yeah.
And make sure you tag us so we can share your work.
Yes, we came up with a hashtag, start with a mark 2023 as well. Perfect. So that there's a hashtag, and yeah, please tag both of us. That would be wonderful. And the other, so the printables are there for you to use. The other thing that going and getting the printables does is it puts you both on a list for us, because on the last day, we thought it would be fun to celebrate that you all just some marking, and so we're going to have a live celebration on Zoom, and in order to, you know, to be able to get it, the link, you need to be on one of our lists, so we can send it out to you. So getting the printable also puts you into on our list in order to send you the
link to the live, which is going to be fun. Yes, you can share all your amazing challenge and it'll be great.
Yeah. And okay, someone just joined and said, what's the challenge? So I'll go over it briefly again, which is fine. We're doing a challenge starting January 1st called Start with a Mark. And this little, you know, graphic will show up in our feeds after this. And it is basically literally that. We just want you to make a mark every day to just kind of start 2023 and get your creative juices flowing. Some of you might not have been, I know I have one student who spent most of 2022 just not being able to create. And so, you know, something like this, if you're struggling with it or you feel overwhelmed, that especially coming out of the holidays for many of us, it's kind of crazy pants.
Absolutely. It's good to restart, to have kind of that restart to your creative practice. You're right.
Yeah. And you can make mark. Exactly. Absolutely. And we were sharing before, this is live Aloha Creations. Hi. We were sharing before that a mark doesn't necessarily mean like a pencil. It just means putting something down. Like it could be a sticker or glue, you know, you can glue it, whatever you want to do. Stencils work, stamps work, people use what you got.
Anything you want. Absolutely. No rules. It's just fun. Just
Yeah.
pure fun. No pressure.
I know, no pressure.
Right.
So I'm going to share how I'm going to approach the challenge too, because I think it also helps for people to have a, I'm a planner. If you are in my world, you'll know that I'm a planner. So I have to have something to aim at, and then Shemi will share hers.
Absolutely.
But my plan is to, and which we're also going to share them. Like we'll share what we're doing each day. At least I'm going to share them each day, like in a reel or something on Instagram. So that you'll be able to kind of follow. Okay. So we're going to follow along, but my plan is to glue my my grid into my art journal, and I'm going to make a mark in each of the sections, and then I'm going to turn the page and I'm going to build one spread over the 21 days, layering all the different marks together. So I will be playing with just making a mark, but I'm also going to be playing with how they start to play with each other.
Yes.
So that's going to be my process. Shemi,
Wonderful.
anything you're going to do?
So for me, I've kind of made my own little grid, and I just prepped it with just some paint just to kind of get me started. And this is on watercolor paper, and I kind of have an idea of what I want to do with it after it's all filled up. So this is kind of my take on the challenge. So I'll just fill up these imperfect little triangles and squares. Yeah, so it's great.
That's awesome. So yeah, so don't, just because I'm offering a printable with, sections in it. I love that Shemi's doing her own version. So you don't have to print not everybody has access to a color printer either. So we definitely recognize that. So yeah, making your own grid is an awesome, yay, Shemi.
I'm going to use yours too, though. I would love it. I would print mine out.
Well, now I'm feeling like I might need to start my page with some stuff on it. But that's, that's the joy of doing this together, because I also feel as we go through the 21 days and people are sharing, you'll also get some ideas, because everyone's take, that's been my favorite thing with challenges. Like, you'll throw out the word dashes and you never know what someone's going to do.
You're totally right. And it makes you so happy. You're like, I didn't think of that. Wow, that is such a great idea. You're right. It does like this spark inside of you. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it'll be awesome. So I think I don't know that we have much else to share other than we just really want you to share, if you would share the graphic in y'all's feeds as well. Yep. If you can reshare and put them in your stories, tag us. Use the hashtag start with a mark 2023. I dated it because I'm hoping that this will be a recurring thing.
I hope so too.
Yeah, because that would be fun. Because then it just gives me and Shemi more reason to make another printable.
It does, which is always, we don't need a reason. It's true.
We just keep making them. Yes. And other people's printables are my joy. I'm like, if you send me a printable, I'm going to print it out because I adore it.
Use it, absolutely.
I know. Hi, Julie. How are you? So yeah, so the links again for those that are popping in and out. The challenge starts January 1st. The links for all the printables are in both of our link trees. You don't need to go to both of us. We were good and made it. You just go to one. Yes. And click away. Both. Of course, we would love if you don't follow me or Shemi. We'd love it if you join both of our Instagrams so that we can keep you updated. And then the live get together, the celebration, we're calling it, on the 21st, will go out to everyone that, signs up on the links, because that's the easiest way to get a Zoom link to everyone is through email.
Absolutely.
So it's the most secure.
How we finish the challenge, how it all comes together, which is so exciting too. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And we would love to see,
oh, you too.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So wherever, just wherever you just start. Like that's basically all what I keep telling my community is start.
Absolutely.
Just start.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah. And I want to say for my thing is that you don't have to do, I also have a saying in my world, a daily-ish. This all started with the daily-ish, creative things that you could take them like on Monday and you're like, I'm going to do all 7 on Monday. And, and on the 1st, and then I don't have time until the next Monday, because that's how your schedule works.
Yeah.
So, they're here as inspiration. Absolutely. So,
Yes. So do what's convenient for you. Whatever works for you is totally fine.
Yeah.
It's true. Yes.
Yeah. Jump around. I mean, you know, and go sideways. Pick the colors. They're in, you know, they're surrounded by colors. You
It's
know?
true. Absolutely. Just pick one and go for it.
Yeah.
You're totally right. It's true.
Yeah.
Yes. And yeah. And it's so important to just start with the mark.
Yes.
It really is.
I would say that like 300 times. Just start with the mark.
Absolutely. And sometimes that's all we can do. Like I get into creative blocks where I'm just like, I have no idea
Yeah.
what to do. And I'll just pick up my pen and do something and then it'll spark and it helps so much. So yes, we can.
What do you think, Shemi, is your go-to mark? Like what mark do you make the most?
I love spirals. Yes.
Okay.
I do. So that's kind of my go-to. And I also like dots too, but probably spirals are my favorite.
Spirals.
Yes. What about you?
I think just circles. Like I'm like circles, spirals, and dots. So I guess we just like circle things.
Yes, we do. You're right. Yeah, those are like my top 3 too.
Yeah.
It's true.
So yeah, I mean that's when in doubt, circle it. I mean, like that's
absolutely
putting down, you know, a circle of paint with my finger or whatever. And yeah, so, and I don't think it is rare I leave a page without some kind of dots attached to it.
Me too. I always have to mark. Like
Yeah.
it's always, I'm like, I need to add my hand to it. It's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, so that's, you know, stuff for you to think about. I mean, it can also be color wise, you know, that can, when you're starting to do this, literally you could use a pen and a piece of paper or a pencil. So if you want to challenge yourself, maybe, you know, if you want to keep with I just want to use pens, maybe just each one be a different color, you know, like start to do it that way. So
yes, absolutely. And you can choose, like I have a limited palette, so I have like 3 colors that I maybe want to use in paint and pens. So you can just make yourself a little kit or something that you keep on your desk. And don't make it overwhelming. Just have your stuff right in front of you. That always helps too.
Yeah. I mean, literally, people, a pencil and a piece of paper, and you make a mark.
Absolutely.
Good to go.
It'll be beautiful. Yeah.
So, I think that's everything. Anything else you want to add, Jimmy?
No, just that I'm so happy you guys joined us, and I can't wait to see all your amazing art. So, yes, thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
And for joining us.
I know. Thanks for following. I know. Thank you. I really appreciate everyone joining these Instagram lives, because from the person on the other side of it, it's a little nerve-wracking to just hit, you know, I'm going live to the internet. So
true. Yes.
So, and you know, I think Jimmy is probably with me in that. My legacy will be that I will have hundreds of videos of my hands. Yeah.
It's true.
People will just watch us age through our hands.
It's true.
But we rarely put our faces into something. So we appreciate that you joined us and
yes.
let us babble.
Absolutely.
All right. So I think that's it. And
yes.
We will talk to you all
very soon. Yes.
Very soon on January 1st. But we'll post about it during and you know, remind everybody. But yeah, we'll be posting about it between now and January 1st. But if not, we'll see you in the hashtag on January 1st.
Merry Christmas to you too. Bye bye.
Bye. Happy holidays, everyone.
Bye.